let me just start here. I'm very disturbed today. And I want to say this, and I want to look right here, and I want to say this. Michael DeWine, the current governor of the state of Ohio, he's a fraud. He's a coward. He's not a man. He's not even a mouse. He tries to portray this image as though he's kind of like Mike Pence, where they want to project this image as though they are a very stern, no nonsense kind of guys. They want to portray this image as though they're biblically sound and they don't want to offend people, but they want to be right on point. They try to project that image. And here's my problem with Mike DeWine, and I'm gonna look at this again. Mike DeWine, I have to be honest with you. You ain't shit. Mike DeWine, you are a living, breathing piece of shit. And the state of Ohio and the fine citizens of Ohio are stuck with you. And we really had no alternative but to vote for you, because unfortunately the rhinos are running things. Okay, the rhino Republicans. So Mike DeWine was the leading candidate on the Republican side of the ledger. And most of us Republicans and conservatives, we said, well, we have to support Mike DeWine because he's a Republican. And we all know that the Democrat alternative is far worse than him. But I'm at the point to where moving forward, I don't even want to vote. And it's not even moving forward. I've been this guy all along. I've argued with other Republicans. Let's not vote for a makeshift Republican. Let's not vote for a R.I.N.O Republican because the alternative is a Democrat, a Luciferian Democrat. I believe, Mike, the only way evangelicals, Republicans, conservatives, Christians, the only way they're going to come to their senses is we got to let these Democrats just take this thing all the way to hell. Okay? Take it all the way to hell so that then it'll have no choice but to bounce back. Right. Republicans have to understand that we can't continue to support fake Republicans, R.I.N.O Republicans. And I have to say fake Republicans because everybody doesn't know what a R.I.N.O Republican is that might be tuning in. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, a R.I.N.O Republican means Republican in name only, meaning they're not legitimate, meaning they are like Michael DeWine, the current governor of Ohio. And I'm going in on this individual because he decided to veto the bill that was passed in our state legislature, which said that male and female kids under the age of 18 could not get sex changes. So the bill was passed. Republicans passed the bill. And it said in the state of Ohio, you cannot give a sex change to a minor. The other component of the bill was that boys that identified as girls could not participate in girls' sports. Right. All DeWine had to do was sign the bill. Done deal. Then females, women, girls would have that protection. Right. Likewise, young kids that have these minds that aren't developed, a kid can come to you and tell you that they believe they're a male or a female, but here's the deal. Don't we have a law in this state called statutory rape? Yeah. And even if a minor consents to having sex with an adult, the adult still gets charged with rape, right? Right. That's statutory rape, right? Right. How can we be so hypocritical and then turn around and say that this minor can say, I'm a boy when they're a girl, or I'm a girl when they're a boy, and yet this is a form of statutory rape. Right. This is statutory pedophilia. Right. This is statutory genital mutilation. Right. Not gender affirmation. Right. This is gender mutilation. Right. So how is it that we have the statutory law as it pertains to sex between adults and children, but we can't have a statutory law that says you cannot change the sex of this minor. Why is it that we will listen to minors say, hey, I'm a boy, I'm a girl in a boy's body, but we won't listen to a minor if a minor chooses at the age of 16 or 14 to go sleep with a grown man? You want to know why? Because their minds are not developed.
Right.
So you have to apply that same principle when this kid is over here talking about, I'm a girl in a boy's body. No, you're not.
Right.
Because your mind isn't properly developed. You don't even know any better than what you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
So we'll listen to him in that instance. And Mike Dewine is just giving validity to the sodomite community. Listen, the sodomite community wanted nothing more to take this adult thing, this adult perversion, and sprinkle it down into minors.
Right.
18 and under.
Right.
They've successfully done that. And Mike Dewine had the opportunity, listen here, Mike, to protect these impressionable minds that they don't even know what they're thinking and feeling. It's hormones. They're feeling all kinds of ways. Right. And the only reason why they're feeling like this is because these adults are so strongly suggested to the kids and on social media and everywhere that you might be this.
Right.
You should try this.
Right.
This is a good alternative. Alternative lifestyle this, alternative lifestyle that. Well, if you keep showing a kid something and constantly suggesting something to them, eventually they're going to take notice and then they're going to want to look into that thing. That's the only reason why you have these kids running out here claiming to be something, saying they think they feel some kind of way, and I feel as though I'm a female in a man's body. That's only happening because the adults have been so adamant about talking about it, about introducing it to minors and so on and so forth. And now people that we used to think that me and you would even know, we know people that we thought were level-headed adults, decent adults. I'm going to say this right here, right now. You could be my relative. You could be my friend. You could be my so-called friend. You could be my associate. You could be a complete freaking stranger. If you believe that a child should have the ability to have their sex changed, you a piece of shit monkey demon. And I don't want nothing to do with you. Michael Dewine is a devil. He's a Luciferian. Any so-called man, he's not a man. Mrs. Dewine, you have to be weak because you let this animal that you call husband go out here and condone these kids having their penises taken off and their breasts removed. And then repeatedly lied to and told that they are this when they're not that biologically.
Right.
So see, I'm going to take it there. It's not Mike Dewine by himself. His wife, they're one.
Right.
They've been joined together.
Right.
You didn't have the wherewithal, Mrs. Dewine standing by his side. You're just as complicit as him. Nobody else will tell you that.
Right.
You're both monkeys. Now they say, oh, no, Alan, you can't say that. Damn you, Mr. I want to be neutral. I want to stand here and no, Alan, no, you can't go. You can't cross. Screw you if you're going to tell me I can't cross that line. And I'm going to tell you the type of people that tell me I can't cross that line. It'll be fellow Republicans and conservatives. He's gone too far. Fuck you. You ain't gone far enough, Mike. No, I'm pissed, man. Right. Why is it that I can get up here and display this emotion and this anger, which is legitimate, and people will tell me, you got to calm down. You can't say that. But he can get up there and say that these kids can get their nuts and their titties cut off. But I drop an F-bomb. No, fuck you, Michael Dewine, and the horse you and your wife rode in on. You're both nasty because you suggesting to me through your actions and by you not signing this bill that you're a pedophile. You monkey. Because only a pedophile would condone this type of activity. and sign off on it. Right. And when you refuse to sign this, you dirty, nasty dog, and you ain't a Republican, you a Democrat. I'm tired of you people coming up here claiming you're a Republican, having an R next to your name, but you govern like a Democrat. Then you're a Democrat. So you don't get to, I don't live in the fantasy world. I'm from Realville. You don't get to say you're this when your actions say you're that. Right. DeWine. Right. I really hope to God that this, when your political career is over, the day you walk out of the governor's mansion, don't you run for a damn thing. It won't work. It won't happen. I'll personally lead a war against you. You're a coward. You're a capitulator. You're a monkey. You're a Luciferian. Michael DeWine, let me tell you what you just proved to all of us. You're nothing more than white trash. That's what you are. And you good white folk, you good upstanding Christian white folk, you should be mad at this white trash called Michael DeWine that is currently the governor of the state of Ohio, in the same way that I'm mad at these niggers that's out here in all these black communities across the country, murdering and killing and stealing and ruining it for all the rest of us and giving all the rest of us a bad name. Y'all should be mad because he giving white folk a bad name, going out here signing off on genital mutilation and this sodomite culture. Mike DeWine, you a monkey, you a dog, you a dirty, nasty, you a devil dog. I can't even get it. I don't even have the words to say what I feel about you, you nasty, demonic devil dog. But this is what happens, Mike. Guys like Michael DeWine, they make it to the governor's mansion when you got a milquetoast Republican Party and all these Republican county chairmen. Listen now, we got I think it's 88 counties we got in Ohio. And each 88 counties has a Republican Party chairman and a Democrat Party chairman, okay, that oversee it. And then there's a state chairman. And I told you how weak and milquetoast and how much of a rhino he is, Alex T, okay? When Mike DeWine, listen to me, Mike, listen to me, you people out here, especially in Ohio, but this is in all states. When Mike DeWine vetoed that bill, I didn't hear the so-called leader of the Republican Party in Ohio, the chairman, Alex Triantafilo, who's a fucking lawyer down here downtown Cincinnati. I didn't hear that motherfucker raise his voice and say nothing about how detrimental that is to Ohio kids and to girls that want to participate in high school sports getting fucked up by these grown-ass males with nuts hanging in between their legs, claiming to be girls, but bashing their damn little female heads in. I'm sick of this shit. Yeah, Alan's out of control. His anger, like, you're fucking right, is out of control. And something should get you out of control. And the state has been remarkably silent. I haven't heard no county chairman say nothing. I haven't heard none of these good upstanding so-called sheriffs. Listen, we got a lot of sheriffs around Ohio. Each county has a sheriff that's elected. And I hear these sheriffs from time to time speak out about things that don't necessarily seem like it's something they should be, it's not law enforcement related, okay? Right. Well, this is one time there's something that's not law enforcement related. They should have spoken out. What about the state central, we have a state central committee. You have a Republican Party State Central Committee. You have a Democrat Party State Central Committee. You haven't heard one word out of anybody in the Republican Party State Central Committee towards this devil, nasty, dirty dog, Mike DeWine, for vetoing this bill, because they're cowards. And here's why they're cowards. Rather than speak out against him and risk losing your seat, they'll remain silent. So that means that the lives of these children are less important than your little position, your little seat. And you're going to return home tonight. You're sitting at home tonight. If you come across this and you have kids and grandkids, and I'm going to tell you, you don't give a shit about them, you monkey. Because if you did, you would have spoke out. You would have said, hold on, Mike DeWine, you don't went too damn far. They're cowards. Nobody can say that. Where are the men or women that'll step up and say that? They don't exist. They don't exist. You're animals. You're stinking animals. Every last one of you are stinking animals. And now I'm going to move on to this, and they get butthurt. Alex T, you're not the chairman of anything. You're just a blowhard wearing a suit and a tie, occasionally pontificating, but always navigating and doing something that's going to solidify your position and your political future. You'll never take any fucking risk because you're a fucking coward and a capitulator. Because if you wasn't a coward and you wasn't a capitulator, you would have called a press conference on the fucking Capitol up in Columbus, right? And you would have said, you would have called Mike Dewine everything but the child of God. But you don't care about the kids. You don't care about the children. And I'm sick of all of you sons of bitches running around talking about who you care about and this and that. But when it comes time to do something about who you care about, you're silent. I don't like none of you. You fucking animals. Fucking animals. I'm going to take a coffee break for just a second. You animals, you monkeys, you devil dogs, you demons, you Luciferians. I don't like you. I don't like them, Mike. I'm going to tell you what else I don't like. We're going to move on to another governor.